Decent fish, maybe. Is that a black crappie? Yeah, we got a black crappie. Look at that. Hey, I'm feeling like a kid in a candy store. I got a new Nikko shipment in. We're going micro, baby. Got a little crappie magnet with a little caddisfly. We got a 64th ounce head with a little pinworm or pintail worm. I'm excited to try that. And a 80th ounce head with a tiny caddisfly. We're going for some crappie. Well, good evening, everybody. I appreciate you coming along. We're going to practice the 3 F's tonight. We're going to fish for fun and food. If we get into them, I'm going to bring some home tonight. This is one of my favorite little crappie lakes. This is a 1/60th ounce head with a lure I've been excited to try for a while, the Nikko pinworm. Up above it, we've got a 1/80th ounce head with a little tiny caddisfly, not even an inch long. So we'll start shallow. Sometimes you just gotta downsize, and it makes all the difference. I never would have. I grew up fishing for pike and walleye. I never would have dreamt I'd be fishing with stuff this small one day. Not in a million years. There's our first fish. Oh, lost him on the tiny hook. That one had a little bit of weight to him. I'm guessing a gill. Or a yellow bass, the way it's fighting. No, that's a very feisty little gill. A feisty little gilly. On that tiny little, beautiful little fish. Boy, they fight for their size. Now, do we have us a crappie? I think we do. Yeah, we sure do. Pretty good one too. Yeah, that's a real good one. Oh yeah, on that on the pinworm. Oh, that's a really nice white crappie. That's a beauty of a fish. Pink's a good crappie color. In this lake, usually the big ones are the whites, and a lot of the 8 to 10 inch fish are the blacks, which I think is kind of interesting. There we go. Fighting like a gill, I think. Maybe a yellow bass. Yeah, yellow bass. That's tiny, but we're gonna keep them because I can get some meat off that fish. And there's just too many of them. They're just everywhere in here. But they really put up a fight. And gosh, that's gonna be hard. Oh, that guy's got a bunch of milk coming out of him. No. There we go. Oh yeah, good crappie. Real good crappie. On that bottom pintail again. Another nice thick white crappie. Come on, girl. This is a beauty of a fish. That's a beauty of a fish. Wow. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a solid 10, maybe 11 inch fish actually. You're gonna get some meat off a fish like that for sure. There we go. Something little. Yeah, another another yellow bass. They're prolific, they are. Walk across here, this is a second lake. And sometimes they are loaded up here. What do we got? What have we here? Sun's right in my eyes, I can't see. Well, we got a little crappie. Not quite a keeper though. On the top one. That fish was shallow. On the Micro Caddisfly. Oh, something was swimming with it. It's got to be a crappie. Took it on the fall. Yeah, they're still here. They're getting a little bigger than they were last year. They were all caught a lot this size and smaller. I've been sick for 10 days. I was working a trade show and I lost my voice. It's just now coming back to me. Oh, what's this? Man, that guy, he was real shallow. Oh, and he took the top. He took the little caddisfly. Look at that. We did get into a nice one here. Let me show you. See how tiny that lure is? I mean, that's an eater fish. And he just wanted that little bitty boy. That's micro fishing right there. Well, you take them how you can get them. Whether they're 20 feet out or right by your feet. There's another fish. Decent fish, is it? That guy's on the bottom. No, similar to the other guys. Alright. Put up a decent little fight. I thought something was messing with me. Thought something was messing with me there. Yeah. Lots of whites in this one. That'll be a gill, I believe. Yep. Just tell the way he took it down. Yeah, they're liking that little caddisfly. They're liking them both. That's the great thing about fishing a double jig setup. You just really maximize your chances. If one color's not working, sometimes the other will, and sometimes they'll both work. Sometimes they'll go back and forth from one to the other. Sounds like a win, right? Alright, well, we got three crappie on that there stringer. See if something's hiding up in that culvert there. There we go. Decent fish, maybe. Is that a black crappie? Yeah, we got a black crappie. Oh, look at that. He hit it pretty aggressive too. That's a pretty fish. That's a gorgeous fish. That fish was playing with me for a long time. Well, maybe that'll be our final fish. Man, I waited that one out. Look at that. That's a tiny boy. A tiny boy. Well, there's our catch. 3 nice whites. I mean, that one's probably, I think that'll push 11. Hey, I'm real happy how those little, I'd call them micro baits, the Nikko Pintail and that little mini caddisfly, they did really good. So, I don't know, we probably caught a dozen or maybe 14 fish. That was a great time. I'm glad we went out tonight. So go out and find an adventure. This one's right in the city. There's places all around that you can explore, and you'll be surprised what you'll find. Thanks for coming along. We'll do it again.